Hey everyone, Dusty here. Today I'm going to give you a little tip on how you can recover faster from a long run. And that tip is doing a flush out run or a recovery run, whatever you want to call it, either that same day after you do the long run or first thing the very next morning. Now this is something that I've been doing for quite a few years, and it has always made my legs and body feel so much better after doing a long run versus just having that long run sit in my legs. This is something that I've not only been doing for years, but something that I've been giving all my athletes to do as well. And I know with a lot of beginner runners or even beginner triathletes, telling them to do another run after they've already done a long run that day, or telling them to do this flush out run the next morning, might seem a little counterintuitive, but trust me, it works. Actually, just this past week I did my long run. It was only 90 minutes, but I didn't end up doing my recovery run that day or the next day, and 2 days after that long run I felt so crappy. It felt like my legs belonged to a 90-year-old man, and I actually had to change up my training for that day just because my legs still felt heavy. They still had that long run in them. So needless to say, skipping the recovery or the flush out run is something I almost never do. So the flush out run for myself is usually 30 minutes long at the very most, and I almost always do it on the treadmill, so it's just a little bit more forgiving on the legs. And here's what it looks like. I'll do 10 minutes, super easy warm up, and then I'll do a 10-minute main set where I do 1 minute fast, and I'm going quite fast over this minute. I'm picking up my leg speed. Leg speed is something that often drops during the final few kilometers or miles of your long run, so I'm just reintroducing fast leg speed, a fast cadence back into my legs, and I'll do 10 minutes worth of alternating 1 minute fast, focusing on good form, good technique, quick leg speed, and then 1 minute slow, and that's really easy. That's as slow as I can run. And then I finish that off with a 10 minutes super easy cool down. And some of the mistakes that I see people making with a recovery run is going way too fast, way too hard. I think it's wrong to think of a recovery or flush out run in that it's actually building fitness. You want to think of it as a recovery only session, just like you would thinking of a foam rolling session. I'm not building any fitness with this run. I'm just making sure that my legs are recovered so that I feel good the next day and I can get on with my normal training schedule. So let's just say for most of you watching, you probably do your long runs, say Sunday morning. Well, later that day, either later in the afternoon or that evening, I would recommend doing this flush out run. And if you can't make it happen that day, I would certainly do it Monday morning. And very likely your legs and body will come around and start to feel so much better versus if you had just let that run sit in your legs all day and all day the next day. That's just a little tip that I've been doing for years on how to recover faster from a long run. So give it a shot next time you have your long run coming up. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe for more everything running, triathlon, and nutrition related.